Hi, thanks so much for watching. My name is Anna DeLoba. I'm a licensed acupuncturist, and my business is Elements in Harmony, Acupuncture and Chinese Herbs, located in Laguna Hills in beautiful South Orange County in California. I'm going to read a testimonial today regarding anxiety, and I'm going to talk about this patient, Deb, who's been with me since 2007. Pretty consistently, it is now 2010. We've overcome many great health obstacles, and I just thought I'd share her story, part of her story with you. Thank you so much, Anna, for helping me to ease my anxiety. Following my very traumatic and near-deadly car accident and then the tragic loss of my best friend, I have had recurring anxiety that has kept me from sleeping and caused difficulties in my normal daily activities as well as my relationships. It didn't take long after seeing you for the anxious feelings to subside, maybe a couple of months at most. Since it went away, it's very rare that I feel any bit of anxiety. But when life gets challenging, as it will do sometimes, it doesn't take more than one visit to calm my nerves and help me cope. And your fantastic words of advice are an added benefit. The best part about the anxiety points that you do is that during this treatment, I sleep better than ever. Have a great weekend, Deb. Deb's actually written quite a few testimonials. Some of them are under immune issues and stress and anxiety, and I'm very grateful for all those testimonials. What I'd like to share about Deb is that when she started seeing me in 2007, she had severe anxiety. 8 years prior to our first appointment in March 2007, she actually was almost left for dead at a car accident. She didn't have very much of a pulse, and several paramedics did not feel a pulse, except there was one paramedic who felt a very, very, very faint pulse. And she was actually in a coma for 2 weeks. And since she had woken up from her coma, there were many personal and professional issues that she was going through. So when I inherited her as a patient in 2007, there were many health challenges, and anxiety was at the top of that list. As she states in her testimonial, it says, she said that it only took maybe a few months, and I either got lucky or I knew exactly what I was doing. In many cases, that can happen in several months. In one of my previous video blogs, I stated that when it comes to treating depression, which oftentimes in depression there are elements of anxiety and stress, I did say that please give it years. Oftentimes I get really dramatic results in just a few months. But the reason why I state for people to give it several years of therapy is because sometimes I don't know what I'm dealing with. But oftentimes, and I would say at least 80% of the time, people do feel results, great results, within several months. But that is with commitment and consistency with their treatments. And my experience with some patients dealing with anxiety and depression is that sometimes the commitment for therapy is not always there. So that's why I say to give it several years. So now it's 2010, and like I said, Deb's been with me since 2007, and I'd like to point out that since we had managed to get a hold of her anxiety, she has not for quite some time now complained about any anxiety issues. In fact, after those several months, I think it was pretty much under control, and for the next 6 to 12 months, we probably just treated it minimally, and 2008, 2009, and now going into 2010, anxiety really isn't a huge issue for her. What we've been working on are many other health issues, pretty much controllable, including her immune system. So what I do want to point out is that last year she came to me and said she wanted to have her tonsils removed. I asked her to please give me 3 months before she had her tonsils removed, and sure enough, she did exactly what I wanted her to. She did acupuncture, she went on herbs, and she still has her tonsils. She was this close to having a tonsillectomy, and in Chinese medicine, it's preferable to keep as many body parts as possible. And the tonsils are what's called the bell of the body. And when our immune system's falling, when our immune system's getting compromised, the bell will go off and say, all right, you're overdoing it. You're doing too much. You're working too hard, or you're not taking care of yourself. You're eating the wrong foods. And with Deb, I felt like she was probably partying a little too much. She's in her 20s. She likes to have a lot of fun. She works hard. And she took my advice, and we were able to save her tonsils. And yes, in 3 months' time, with acupuncture and commitment to the herbs, she saved her tonsils. It's now 2010. Many, many months have passed. And she just came in the past few weeks and informed me that she just recently saw a physician who informed her that since she does not have a spleen, because the spleen ruptured in 8 years prior to 2007, so in 1999, she should not ever have her tonsils removed, because she needs her tonsils to help her, let her know that her immune system is being compromised or not. I had completely forgotten that she had a ruptured spleen, and so it was a good call. She felt that I was very adamant that she kept her tonsils, and so I just wanted to share that part. So Deb continues to see me on an as-needed basis. My patients who've been with me for quite some time, some of them since 2006, some since 2003, and some since I was an intern, many of them will keep me around to come for what I call the 5,000-mile tune-up. They'll get their tires rotated and their oil changed just to stay healthy and happy. So that's Deb's story in a very small nutshell. So if you have any questions on how Chinese medicine can transform your life, help you ease your anxiety, either significantly or completely, or if you also have questions about how your immune system can be greatly enhanced, please visit my website at moveyourchi.com, or you can call me directly at 949-305-1703. I would love to hear from you and talk with you about how we can make your health powerful and help you live the life that you want. All right, take care and God bless.